Hey, I'm back at home. I feel great. It was so nice to just take a couple of days off and really focus on my kids and being together. And we just had absolutely the best time together, which is really nice. And I'm really thankful for it. I'm also really thankful for these workouts because I just think it's a great way to start the day. To get up, taking care of yourself, focusing on yourself, keep running. My YouTube is a little crazy. And today we're going to work our arms, and it's going to be awesome. Grab your wrists. These are all very gentle stretches. The key thing, even though we're working our arms, you know, I always tell you it's very important that you keep your core tight. That is the center of your power. Bend your fingertips back towards you very gently. Center of your power. You have absolutely got to come from here, no matter what body part you're working. I'm just going to lunge to one side. I'm still sore, I swear, from those workouts last week. Sometimes I think mentally when I'm on vacation, I'm like, oh, I'm not working out as hard. Not true. I was so sore from all those workouts. Okay, so the first one we're going to do, and I'm going to take it easy because I am going to lift really, really light because of this elbow, because I hit it a third time. And I guess I'm only noticing it because it's sore. So I am going to stick with threes. You'll want to stay light with shoulders no matter what. So this is the movement. Your feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart, and you're winding and winding, okay? So we're going to do 10 total. And then we're going to do 10 total, okay? So let's start. Now remember, your core is tight, your shoulders are back. I want you to keep this as close to your body as you can. 8, 9, 10, and then we're going to go back for 10. Again, keep it as close to your body as you can. Squeeze those shoulders. And I can tell you my elbow is feeling better after taking a couple days off. So you see what happens. Okay, the next one we're going to do is an incline dumbbell curl. Now, if you're newer on the ball, you always just can use it up against a couch or a wall. If not, you're going to sit on top of it and you're going to roll off. You want your butt about 6 inches off the ground. You're going to keep your elbows in tight. You're going to come down and curl up, and you're going to squeeze those biceps on the way down and on the way back, on the way up and on the way down. Full extension. Don't skimp on the extension. Now, the closer you have your knees together, the more you're going to have to squeeze your abs to keep you stable on the ball. The wider your legs are, you get a little bit better base, a little bit more stable base, but I want to fight hard with my abs to stay on this ball. So I've got my knees close together. We've got this. Come on. 5 more. 2. Come on, you've got it. You remember what I always tell you, do not quit. You go, if we're doing reps, you do as many as you possibly can in the time that we're doing them. If you can't get through all 15 because you're just starting out, please do not get down on yourself. Don't get discouraged because you will get there. The next one that we are going to do is we're going to do an up, out, back in, and down. So I'm working our shoulders again. Shoulders are really important. A lot of women don't even think about working them, and you absolutely should. Feet hip width apart. For so many reasons. For me, the most helpful has been the way I hold my stress in that area. I used to get headaches all the time from stress. Good morning. You're up. I'm so proud of you. So start moving. We're doing 15. Did I forget to tell you that? I might have forgotten. But yes, having strong shoulders and a strong back has really, I used to tweak my back all the time. I used to get tons of headaches from stress. And once I started strengthening that area, I think it just disseminates differently in that area. I think we have 3 more. Okay, awesome. Now we're gonna do our biceps again. So I want your feet hip width apart, core tight. You're gonna come up, turn it around, and down. We're gonna do 15. How are you doing? Remember, we want that full extension. Turn and down. We can do this. Come on, just keep going. Squeeze. Do not release your core. That's the most important part. Your body should not be moving. What I never want you to do is you get tired is to be doing that, like using a jerking motion to get those weights to the top. Just because you've seen people do it at the gym, like big muscle heads, does not mean it's right. You want slow and controlled. That is what we are all about here. We do not want any injuries. Okay, so now we're going to work our wrists. Another area people don't often think about working. So you're gonna do around in a circle and back around. Core tight, shoulders back, body is not moving. We're gonna do 15. I want the fullest range of motion you can get. Use a very light weight. We have 10 more, come on. Full range of motion. You get those wrists as far as up as you can and down as you can. I cannot believe tomorrow is the last day of Beachin Bodies. We've done the whole month of April. That's pretty awesome. I think we've done 5 or 6 days a week every week, right? And I promise you'll get into that habit of doing it. Not every week. There are gonna be some weeks you only get 3 days in, but your goal should be 5 to 6 days. That is when you're gonna see the results. You cannot expect to work out 1 or 2 days a week for a month and see results. It's just not gonna happen. The more consistent you are, the faster you see the results, the quicker you're gonna feel better, just more youthful, more energy. You're gonna like the way your clothes fit. You're gonna like just the way you feel. Your mood is going to be better. That much I can tell you. Okay, so now we are going to do a tricep exercise. Again, I'm staying light. Okay, so what we're gonna do are kickbacks. So I want you in this position and your back this way, okay? Squeeze those triceps as hard as you can. So your feet are hip width apart. Now, if you see that I'm using 3-pound weights and you're using 3-pound weights, that's good, provided, one more, provided you are just starting out. The only reason I'm using these is because I've got to let this elbow heal. I swear I'm gonna like put some kind of pad on so that I stop knocking it on things, which it's not very happy about. We're gonna work our wrists one more time. Feet hip width apart, you're gonna curl up and down. So I just want you to curl up as hard as you can and down as hard as you can. Okay, 15. But if you've been working out with me for a couple months and you're still using 3s, no, no, no. You need to bump it up. 10 more. You've got this. 5 more. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And now you're going to grab a single weight. I'm going to go with a 5. You can probably go a little bit heavier. I want it above your head. You're going to lower down, almost touching between your shoulder blades, and squeeze your triceps to get it up to the top. Your abs are tight. Your body is not moving. So when you come down, your elbows, see how my elbows are pointing straight up? Eight more. Awesome. That feels so good. Okay, so the next one that we are going to do is an up and over. So what I want you to do is take a single weight so you can go a little bit heavier. And I want you to start out on this side. So you see how I'm up on the ball of my foot? This is tight. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your whole trunk has to be tight. You're getting that really nice rotation. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We are going to do 16 of these. That might take a while. I would say if you've been doing this for a while, plan on using a 10 or even 12 or 15 if you've really been with me for a while. If you're just starting out or you're just a couple months in, you can use an 8. Squeeze your arms, your shoulders. Come on. 13, 14, 15. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. The next one that we are going to do is a push-up. But there are so many different kinds of push-ups. You can do wide push-ups. You can do close push-ups. You can do hands out push-ups. You can do close, like close and down push-ups. There's so many different kinds you can do. I didn't even cover them all. Today, we are going to focus on close hands up a little bit further right here. This is really going to hit our triceps. If you're going to do them on your knees, that is perfectly fine. I don't want you on this part of your knee. I want you on this part of your knee, right above your kneecap, okay? So your hands are close. I'm not going to go down very far. You should be a straight line from your head to your heels or your head to your knees. Everything has got to be 10, 15, or as many as you can go through. Push-ups are really hard, but they are a great measure of your increasing strength. Take a break when you need to. I get more messages from women saying, oh my gosh, I finally did a full push-up after 2 months. Or I was able to do 10 push-ups today. That's the most I've done. They're a great measure. Whew, they are a great measure of progress. So that's how you should look at them. So you should take real pride in being able to do one more push-up than you did the last time. They're not like jumping jacks where if you do one more, what's the big deal? No. One more push-up than you did the last time is absolute progress. We are moving at a really, really, really good pace. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is a tri-star. So you're gonna stand here, feet hip width apart, core tight. You're gonna go up, squeeze those triceps, out, and down. I'm not gonna use any dumbbells for this, just for my own personal reasons, but I want you to just don't go too heavy. Core tight, shoulders back, squeeze up, squeeze out, squeeze down. We're doing 12. Got to squeeze really hard. Don't be loosey-goosey with any of these movements. All of them, the goal is to squeeze as hard as you can. I've totally lost count. I think this is 8. Awesome. Okay, now I want you to get on the ball. If you're just starting out, you will absolutely want to press it up against something. If you have a little bit more experience with the ball and you have more core strength, I want you to get on this ball and keep those elbows tight and stay in a plank position. Now, obviously, planks are gonna work your core as well, which I love. We are gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Okay, hands right underneath you. The closer your feet are together, the harder you're gonna have to fight. When your feet are wider, obviously you're giving yourself a bigger base, but you want to really squeeze your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your core. It's all working together. 2, 1, done. Stand up. If you do not like the way this makes you feel, if you feel like your wrists are weak, or if you have weak wrists or you've had an injury or surgery or anything, go ahead and just do a plank on the floor. It doesn't have quite the same, it's not quite the same challenge, but planks are definitely challenging. So 10 more seconds, sorry, 15 more seconds. Squeeze as hard as you can. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, sorry, we're gonna use this again. We are going to do some slow bicep curls. Okay, I do not need this. All right, so the amazing thing about when you move slowly during an exercise is just how challenging it is, because you're so focused on moving slowly that you're really focused on those muscles. And that's what's great. I always want you to picture whatever muscle we're concentrating on, I want you to picture that muscle in your mind's eye. And I ask you to do that because it really does help to be super intentional about the muscle that you're working. So you're going to sit up on your ball. Remember, the closer your knees are together, the harder you're going to have to work your abs to keep you stable. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see how my elbows are in close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do not want you to hold your breath. You have got to keep your abs tight. We have 10 more. I know that this is slow going, but that is great, and you should feel the burn. You can do this. We have 6 more. If you are not feeling anything, you need to go up in weight. 5 more. Full extension. Don't start to skip on the extension as you get tired. That's what a lot of people do. 3 more. They start to not go down all the way in order to conserve some energy. Awesome. Awesome. I really, really love those. Okay, so the next one that we are going to do is another tricep exercise, but we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go slowly. And then we're going to spend our last like 3.5 minutes doing abs just to get that in, since I can't do the bonus round this morning. Okay, so this is your position. You have one, you're on all fours, one hand underneath you. This extends, and you squeeze that tricep really, 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 really hard. Okay, so your hand is directly underneath your shoulder. You squeeze back and come forward, but you see the pace. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. Ten more. Squeeze. Really focus on that muscle. This should be a burn. 5 more. Whew. Okay, other side. Are you guys ready? Remember, your core has got to be tight. Three more. How are you guys doing? We do not quit. You take a break when you need to, but you do not quit. Awesome. Okay. Turn over. How much time do we have? Awesome. We have 2 more minutes, so we're going to do some ab exercises. 30 seconds each. Lift and lower. Your hands are slightly under your rear end. Squeeze your abs to raise. Squeeze your abs to lower. You are slow and controlled. You've totally got this. Come on. Fight for what you want. Now, your legs are straight. Pull your knees in. 30 seconds. Do not hold your breath, but squeeze those abs as hard as you can. I want the burn to be intense. And when you need a break, you take 3 to 4 seconds, let it subside, and get back in. Do not quit. Okay, now hands out to the side, lower your knees. Try to keep the small of your back on the ground. So you're lowering them side to side. The second your back starts to come up, you go the other side. You have to squeeze your abs really hard to keep the small of your back on the ground. Keep your knees together. And you are going to feel this a lot. Fight to keep the small of your back on the ground. That is the whole challenge with this exercise. Okay, now I want you knee to elbow until the buzzer goes off. If you can't touch your knee to your elbow, that's okay. Do your best. We are done. You guys are awesome. Elbow up to the sky. Stretch that tricep. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you joined me. Pull to one side. Pull to the other. Lace your fingers, press them towards me. Round your back. Straighten up. Round your back, straighten up. Lace your fingers behind your back. Lift up as high as you can. Get a really nice stretch. Hook your arm around the other. Pull in. Thumbs on your front of your hips and push your shoulders towards me. Oh, such a good stretch. Okay, that's so good. I will be on tomorrow, but I will be back in Central Time. So I'm not going to be this early, but I will probably be maybe around 6:37-ish Eastern Time. But I will update tonight and let you know so that you can plan your morning. Have a great day.